Hello everyone, welcome to the second quarterfinal of Kamewitz Grand Tournament, second edition. Yesterday in the previous round, we had four quarterfinalists who were, I'm not boastful about it, but yeah, they were struggling a little bit. Today, we have four new people to struggle. So already there are two semifinalists from the previous one, Apurv and Surbhi. Today, we have Aditya, Anjana, Devarshi, and Saurabh. Yeah, please keep the Zoom chat clear. It keeps ये मेरे को edit करना पड़ेगा. So today we have Aditya, Anjana, Devarshi and Saurabh will be playing for the next two spots into the semifinals. And let's just get started with it. Oh, So basic rules, the quiz master is always right. This time it is true because I've reviewed the questions multiple times. The participants should not be allowed to use a virtual background that has the answer to the question. And every right answer that you'll be getting in the first attempt will have 10 marks and 5 for the second attempt once I give you a hint. These questions will be passed in a cyclic manner, which is Aditya, Anjana, Devarshi, and Saurabh today. And it will be reversed after the first half. So that will become Saurabh, Devarshi, Anjana, and Aditya. Your humor-based answers are encouraged, so are your wild guesses. And just to add on, if you win, you'll be rewarded. If you don't win, I won't say the other word, but if you don't win, you'll be consoled. That's the new policy that I have this time. So all the best to everyone. We start off with today's quiz with the first direct for Aditya. The noun X is related to a French word which means morning. From the 1930s through the 1960s, afternoon movies were precursors to soap operas, and the term ex idol referred to the male heartthrobs who acted in those movies. Now, uh, the time of the day, that's the time of the day that we are talking about in the entertainment industry was called X henceforth, and even today we call it X. I just want you to tell me what is X.
Is it matinee?
Brilliant answer. I mean, it is matinee, and Aditya opens up his account with the first answer.
Really? Well, afraid I'd be at zero. So,
As I said, it would be easier today, and that brings the next direct to Anjana. Now, Punjab is named as the land of five rivers. However, being a state divided amidst two countries, three rivers flow through India and two in Pakistan. I want you to tell me the name of the rivers that flow through the Punjab in Pakistan.
Not sure. Is one of them Jhelum?
Would you like to take a guess for the next one?
Eh, no, I don't know the other one.
Okay, I'll give you 5 points for Jhelum. Jhelum is correct. We'll go to Devarshi for the second part.
Is it Indus?
Not Indus. Going to Saurav.
Yeah, just a second. Satluj. Is it Satluj?
Not Satluj. Going to Aditya.
fuck, I was gonna say Satluj. So, Bias?
Not Byas. Since there's only one answer left, we won't be going for a second round. So the right answers were Jhelum and Chenab. So 5 points go to Anjana for Jhelum, and nobody gets the rest five. Bringing the next direct to Devarshi. Now, this is a particular game, and I want you to identify the game from the summary. So, Blank, the most aggressive motorcycle racing game ever, explodes on your Windows 95 PC with hard-hitting full throttle action that will bring you to your freshly skinned knees. You need to dodge traffic, outrace cops, and thrash pedestrians on your way to winning the cup and becoming the menace to society your mother always worried about. This is the legit summary given by the makers of the game. So, I want you to tell me which game are we talking about.
Road Rash.
Brilliant answer. It is road rash. So road rash gets
Wait.
Devarshi.
This is in Gurgaon.
No, it's I mean part of it. I think there's one map for Gurgaon, which is in 3D.
It happens in real time.
Yeah. So road rash opens Devarshi's account, bringing the next direct to Saurabh. Now, the X is a dynamic world religion with several million adherents from a variety of different religious and cultural backgrounds. The central figure of the religion is Baha'u'llah, and followers of X consider him to be the latest in a series of divine messengers. His writings, which promote peace and unity, are at the heart of the religion X. He was born into the Iranian notability, but spent the majority of his life living in exile in the Ottoman Empire. The religion is significant in India and is commemorated with a specific monument. Why? So you have to tell me what is the religion X and what is the monument Y. 5 points for each.
The religion is Zoroastrianism.
And what would be for Y?
Monument in India. Zoroastrianism. No idea. Pass.
So it's not Zoroastrian. Going to Aditya.
Is it Sufism?
You have to give me X and Y. So I won't be addressing your answers before that.
Okay, and why is some dargah of some Sufi saint Hazrat Nizamuddin? I'm
Not
trying my best here.
Hazrat Nizamuddin. Going to Anjana.
Did Aditya get any of it right? Sorry, I didn't get that.
No.
Okay. Is it Baha'i and Lotus Temple?
Brilliant answer. It is Baha'i and Lotus Temple. Anjana gets 10 points for Lotus Temple and Baha'i. Brilliant answer. Bringing the next direct to Devarshi. Robert Lawrence Stein is an American author and screenwriter, also known as the Stephen King of children's literature. He has written and produced several books and shows following the same category. Recently, Netflix produced an anthology, X, based on one of his books, and it was very well received globally. However, the most notable work by him was Y, which is still considered as a benchmark for children's literature in that particular genre. So you just have to tell me what is Y.
Goosebumps.
Too easy for today. Goosebumps is the right answer. R.L. Stein. Bring the next direct to Saurabh. The Punisher and Blade were one of the first blank by Marvel. However, both are not part of the MCEU as we know it today, but were from the 20th century, not Fox, in general 20th century. What was the USP about the two films? What was there in the blank that made it so unique?
I'm gonna say Avengers.
Yeah. Sorry?
I'm gonna say Avengers. I don't know. Avengers.
Not the
First
Avengers. Not the first Avengers. Going to Aditya.
Anti-heroes?
You're on the right track. It's a little more generic, so I'll give you a chance to improvise.
Okay, so now I have this pressure to get it right, but okay, I got nothing. They are the first heroes who kill, I guess.
Not the right answer. You went a little far ahead. Going to Anjana.
Pass.
Devarshi.
Were the anti-heroes the protagonists in these films?
No, not the right answer. Now we'll go another round with starting with Saurav, and I'll give you a hint now. The basic hint that I'm talking about is Aditya was on the right track with anti-heroes, but it is a little more generic. I mean, it's something to do that brought like came into attention in this particular phase when we talk about Deadpool or Logan and how it was unique in that particular aspect. So we'll go another round with Saurabh.
It came into effect with the Deadpool and what was the other movie?
Logan. So this time, like nowadays, we consider Deadpool and Logan in the same category as Punisher and Blade. Punisher and Blade were in the 60s and 80s, like 80s and 90s almost. So back then, it was in that same phase as Logan and Deadpool today.
What's the synonym for anti-hero? I'm not sure. Were they first? I don't think so. They'll be the first villains. Villain, I think that is the guess I'm gonna make.
Not
I know
really.
it's not right.
To Aditya.
First R-rated films.
First R-rated Marvel movies is the right answer. So Aditya gets 10 points, 5 points for R-rated. With this, we bring the next direct to Anjana. X is a 1987 Jidai Geiki film written and directed by Akira Kurosawa. Known as MXC in the US due to worries that American audiences wouldn't know what a castle was, it is widely considered a cinematic masterpiece. The film documents a twisted general's futile attempts to capture the eponymous castle, and as he leads his followers through a series of fights, General Lee is played by Kurosawa. Kurosawa's regular actor Toshiro Mifune, and the villain is played by the controversial celebrity Takeshi Beat Kitano. So, what show are we? What film are we talking about? What is X?
Is it Rashomon?
Sorry,
Rashomon?
no, not Rashomon. Going to Devarshi,
Seven Samurais.
not Seven Samurais. Going to Saurabh.
Takeshi Castle?
Brilliant answer. It is Takeshi's Castle.
Oh,
So-
whack.
Takeshi's Castle generally futile attempts. Takeshi's Castle opens Saurav's account with 10 points. The next direct is going to be for Aditya. The decision to set the film in New York City and also to shoot there was doubtful because filming in the city was very expensive for a movie which was so cash strapped. But the filmmakers insisted that New York was the only place the film's masquerade setting would make sense. And this is a particularly action movie. So, and it is not just one movie, it's an anthology, a saga of movies. So, what saga of movies are we talking about, which is set in New York and was considered to be a cash strapped movie?
Masquerade. Okay. So is it something to do with vampires or something?
I can't answer that.
Had to try. Underworld.
Is that a final answer?
Yeah, I'm reaching, but that's all I got.
We'll get back to you if nobody gets it. Going to Anjana, not Underworld.
Okay.
Was he on the right track with Underworld?
Yeah.
I can't answer that.
Man.
What's that Kate Beckinsale movie where she wears all leather and is a vampire?
Oh man. Is it Van Helsing? If that's what Aditya is going by.
Not Van Helsing. Going to Devarshi.
Is it Die Hard?
Not Die Hard. Die Hard is not based in New York, I guess. It's somewhere in Chicago, I guess. Going to Saurabh.
It's definitely Sex and the City. I think it's just the perfect place. New York is a perfect place, right? So,
Yeah.
uh,
If only Sex and the City did not have a budget.
right. So missed that part. Sorry. So I don't have any guesses. It's something of a gothic movie, but I can't remember the name. I'll pass. Pass.
Okay, no problem. We'll go another round with for 5 points, starting with Aditya. The hint here is how do I put it in the next one? So it's not exactly Underworld, but it's somewhat like it because it actually has a whole different setup, and the people who are involved in the movie are not exactly gangsters, but they have a different kind of an approach on the business that they do. And one simple hint that I can give you, which basically will give you the entire answer. This particular movie has a very important monument involved in it, which is a hotel. And a lot of things revolve around the hotel that I'm talking about. And over the saga, it's not just going to be New York, there are other cities involved as well. And the hotel is like Hilton of this movie because it's everywhere. This much hint I've given. So let's just go another round with uh, Aditya.
John Wick.
Brilliant answer. It is John Wick. The hotel I'm talking about is the Continental. John Wick gets
Yeah,
another
the
5.
hotel was a giveaway.
The hotel, I mean, I was going to say Matrix and I knew that it would be a giveaway. So let's say great answer. John Wick gets another 5 points with for Aditya, and the next direct goes for Anjana. The blank was named after James Brudenell, 7th Earl of Blank, a British Army Major General who led the charge of the Light Brigade at the Battle of Balaclava during the Crimean War. It is modeled after the knitted wool waistcoat that British officers supposedly wore during the war. The legend of the event and the fame that Lord Brudenell achieved after the war led to the rise of the garment's popularity, supposedly. Brudenell invented the blank after noticing that the tails of his coat back in the day had accidentally been burnt off in a fireplace. So he removed the tail and modified the entire coat and invented the blank. All the blanks are same. Just tell me what is this woolen attire that you're talking about?
Is it a blazer?
Good guess, not the blazer. Going to Devarshi.
Cardigan.
Brilliant answer. It is cardigan. So all of cardigan, James Brudenell. Cardigan gets 10 points for Devarshi. The next direct is for Saurabh. Now, Rini Simon Khanna and Shami Narang were news anchors for the Doordarshan for their entire career. Today, however, they are household identities in Delhi for a short stint that was noted in 2002, but continues even today. They are there to guide 4.7 million people every day. What do they do? What do Rimi Khanna and Shami Narang do because of which they are a household identity now?
I don't know. This is just a wild guess, but are they the voice of Metro?
A brilliant
The
guess.
announcement.
Are the announcement voices for
Yeah, good
Metro?
guess.
My ears have been, craving the voice of Metro. Dude. It's been such a long while with this lockdown.
So
Still not safe. Right.
Rimi Narang, Rimi Khanna does it for English and Shami Narang does it for Hindi. Bringing us to the end of the first half. A very fruitful first half. Now the order will be reversed. We'll be going with Saurabh, Devarshi, Anjana, and Aditya. The next direct again goes to Saurabh. Okay, the P is missing. The Willy Wonka Candy Company was first imagined by Roald Dahl in the pages of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Dahl had licensed the Wonka name to film director Mel Stewart. The film's producer, David L. Wolper, convinced the Quaker Oats Company to advance $3 million to finance the film in exchange for the right to use the Wonka name to sell candy bars. Quaker, who had previous experience in the film industry, bought the rights to the book and financed the picture for the purpose of promoting their new Wonka bar. The title of the film was changed to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, so I'm talking about the older movie for promotion purposes because they wanted to promote Wonka bars, so they wanted to emphasize on Willy Wonka. Later, a candy shop was opened with the same theme when X took over the license in Seattle. Identify X, which is a multinational confectioner that holds the license for the Wonka themed candies.
Just a second. Let me just read that again. Is it Cadbury?
Not Cadbury, going to Devarshi.
Is it Nestle?
It is Nestle Candy Shop or Nestle Wonka Candy Shop in Seattle. So Devarshi gets 10 points for Nestle, bringing the next direct to Anjana. John Nudger was born to a working class Greek Orthodox Christian Lebanese family in Omaha, Nebraska. He joined Ford Motor Company's apprentice school in Dearborn, Michigan. While working there as a machinist, he was approached by Henry Ford himself during a plant tour, who asked him if he enjoyed his work. Nudger's response that he'd rather be drawing cars led to an invitation for him to add his talents to Ford's newly created design center. This design center enabled Nudger to create one of the most iconic cars by Ford in 1962. What was the car name?
Pass. I don't know this.
Okay, going to Aditya.
No idea anything about cars, but assuming Nudger somehow plays a role of Ford Nazar, something like that.
Not
Oh wait,
okay. Do you want to?
fuck it. Ford Mustang, because I can't think of anything else.
Brilliant answer. It is the Mustang. So Mustang gets 10 points for Aditya. This would have been my hint also. I would have mentioned Diljit Dosanjh if nobody would have gotten it. So Mustang gets 10 points to Aditya, and the next direct goes to Saurabh. Edward Abraham Dyer, father of Colonel Reginald Edward Harry Dyer of the, I removed the word, but yeah, Jallianwala Bagh massacre, moved from England to set up the first brewery in India, later incorporated as Dyer Breweries in 1855 at Kasauli in the Himalayas. The Kasauli brewery launched India's and indeed Asia's first beer, which is known as Lion, which was in great demand by the thirsty British administrators and troops stationed in the sweltering heat of India. Lion was much appreciated as a beer, and one famous poster featured a satisfied British Tommy, or a British soldier, declaring it as good as back home. The company was transformed entirely and today sells liquor with a different brand name, X, headquartered in Ghaziabad, UP. So identify X, the new name of the company.
It Royal Stag.
Not Royal Stag, going to Devarshi.
Old Monk.
Brilliant answer. It is Old Monk. Dyer Brewery is changed into Mohan Meakin, and Mohan Meakin produces Old Monk. So the only liquor company established in Ghaziabad, UP, is Old Monk.
Like, imagine Old Monk has a connection to that Dyer. Wow.
Yeah. So Old Monk gets Devarshi 10 points, bringing the next direct again to Anjana. Now, identify this monument, which is very widely popular for its iconic dome. It looks like every other monument, but there's something there. It's very pretty much workable.
I don't know. Is it the? I don't know the name, nor am I sure of this, but is it the monument near the Taj Mahal? Like there was.
Your final answer being
Yeah, I don't know. Pass.
going to Aditya.
Okay, I don't want to comment on what it looks like, but
No,
I'll
I
just
don't
go
want a
with
comment on that. I just want the name of the place.
right, cool. I was gonna go with Bibi Ka Maqbara.
We've already covered Bibi Ka Maqbara, so I would not put it again. So it's not Bibi Ka Maqbara. And going to Saurabh,
Is this Bada Imambara?
not Bada Imambara. Going to Devarshi.
Gol Gumbaz.
Brilliant answer. It is Gol Gumbaz of Bijapur. Gol Gumbaz. That is why the dome was being emphasized there, because Gumbaz basically is Gumbad or dome.
So are the other domes not so cylindrical? I mean, spherical?
It is, but I mean, no other monument was given the name Gumbad or Gumbaz. The dome was
Okay.
not being emphasized there, so that's
They had a copyright.
yeah, they had a copyright. So that brings the next direct again to Anna. There is a link in this in this list. I want you to tell me what is the specific link. I mean, it would look like something very obvious, but it's not that.
I'm just getting all the questions that I can never answer. I have no idea about this. Uh, no, pass. I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Going to Aditya.
So what would Indira Gandhi do in 4 days that took everyone years? Uh, be the Congress president?
No, not the right answer. Going to Saurabh.
Give me a minute, please. No idea. Pass.
Going to Devarshi.
So were these the telecom ministers?
Not the telecom ministers. So we'll go very close. Good guess. We'll go another round. Now, Devarshi was almost on the right track. So the hint I'm going to give is that in this entire list, the prime minister was Indira Gandhi. And these were different, like this was one separate portfolio that all of these people had. So we'll go another round with Anjana.
Pass. I still don't know.
Aditya.
Go with a random guess.
Yeah, I mean, I would encourage a random guess if you want to. Anjana, I'm talking to you. If you want to make a random guess.
No, I can't think of anything.
Okay. Aditya?
Okay, cool. You are not narrowing down for us either. Thanks for that. But let's see. और क्या कौन सा ministry था? Human resources, or isn't that a new one?
Is that a final
Uh,
answer?
No, I think that's a new one. So, क्या, for 4 days. Telecom was covered by Devarshi, right?
But yeah,
Okay, so aviation.
not aviation. Going to Saurabh.
Could you repeat the hint that you gave at the starting of the round?
I said that in this entire list, this is a particular portfolio that everyone held, but the PM was constant throughout the list, which was Indira Gandhi.
I have two guesses. I'll go with are they home ministers?
Brilliant answer. It is Home Ministers under Indira Gandhi's PM tenure. Brings 5 more points into Saurabh's account. The next direct goes to Devarshi. The name X means centenary in Sanskrit. The first X train was introduced on 10th July 1988 by the then Railways Minister Madhavrao Scindia to commemorate the birth centenary of Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. Between New Delhi and Gwalior Junction, it was later extended to Jhansi and then to Bhopal. Its terminal station in Bhopal was subsequently moved from Bhopal to Habibganj. Today, it runs on 23 different lines across the country. Identify the train X that I'm talking about.
The Shatabdi Express.
Brilliant answer. It is Shatabdi. Shatabdi gets 10 more points for Devarshi, bringing the next direct to Anjana. Now, X is a word which initially meant a voting tablet, a ballot, or a vote. By the 4th century, the word was used for an intercession, asking for a patron for their influence with the Almighty. X was used in the 5th and 6th centuries with connection to buying influence or profiteering from appointing to office, and eventually the word referred to the bribe itself. In the 17th century, the English word X regained the earlier meaning of a vote. This word became the center of a global movement from time to time after that. Identify X.
Um, wait. Nope, nothing's coming to mind. I can't think of anything. Pass.
Okay, going to Aditya.
Is it suffrage?
Brilliant answer. It is suffrage. Suffrage meant voting, ballot, right to vote. So suffrage gets Aditya 10 points. Bringing the next direct to Saurabh, based on evolution. Blank was about 1.5 meters or 5 feet in body length, similar in size to a modern orangutan. In most respects, it would have resembled a chimpanzee, but its face was closer to that of an orangutan. That is why the comparison. The shape of its wrist and general body proportions suggest that it spent a significant amount of its time on the ground as well as in trees. Found since the 19th century in the Shivalik hills of the Indian subcontinent as well as in Kutch, Gujarat. Often, this particular species is named in a mythological context. So I want you to tell me what genus of extinct ape is this that we're talking about. So I'll just say that there are two distinct names for two different extinct apes, but usually it is used interchangeably a lot of times. So if you tell me any one of them, I will be awarding you the points.
You have very high hopes for me, then you, you assume I know too. Hold on, let me think. I'm eventually gonna pass, but let me give some time for that. I'm gonna say baboon, but I know it's the wrong answer. Baboon.
Not baboon. Going to Devarshi.
Is it Harambe? Yes.
Not Harambe. Going to.
No, that wasn't my actual answer.
Okay, I thought it was, but I had given you fun points. Go on.
Let me. So you said that this species is extinct, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a gorilla?
Not a gorilla. Going to Anjana.
So mythological context. Okay, random guess and going by the name Shivalik Hills. Shiva's.
As in the whiskey.
No, Shiva, the god Shiva.
Yeah, but I mean,
Aditya, give yourself 1 point. Okay.
Yeah, that's a regal answer. Yep.
so the thing is, I want a specific name. I mean, it's mythological, but it has a scientific name. So would you like to improvise on it? You're on the right track.
Okay, I am just going to go by this Shiva's ape. Putting
I'll
together.
actually give it to you. It is Shivapithecus, also known as Shiva's ape. The same name goes for Ramapithecus or Rama's ape from the same area, from the same region. So I'll give 10 points for Shivapithecus to Anjana. Now, the next direct goes to Aditya with this. These are the last two questions that are left for today's quiz. According to Freddie's friend Chris Smith, a keyboard player in a band called Smile, he first started developing X in the late 90s. Freddie used to play parts of songs which he was writing at the time on the piano, and one of his pieces, known simply as the Cowboy Song, contained lyrics that ended up in the completed version produced 3 years later. Producer Roy Thomas Baker Producer Roy Thomas Baker, who began working with the band in 1972, related how Freddie once played the opening ballad section on the piano for him in his own flat. Which popular song are we talking about?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Brilliant answer. It is Bohemian Rhapsody. Getting 10 more points. The last question for today's quiz goes to Saurabh. Neil Simon quit his job as a mailroom clerk in the Warner Brothers offices in Manhattan to write radio and television scripts with his brother, Danny Simon. Under the tutelage of radio humorist Goodman Ace, who ran a short-lived writing workshop for CBS. Their work for the radio series, The Robert Q. Lewis Show, led to other writing jobs, and gradually Max Liebman hired the duo for the writing team of his popular television comedy series, Your Show of Shows. The program received Emmy Award nominations for Best Variety Show in 1951, 52, 53, and 54, in which it won in 52 and 53. Now, one of Simon's famous plays was adapted into a TV show starring Matthew Perry and Thomas Lennon. What is the show called? Or what was the play called?
Totally random. I don't know. Simon Says.
Not Simon Says. Going to Devarshi.
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
Could you repeat that?
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
Not the right answer. Going to Anjana.
I think I remember seeing a promo for this, but I could be wrong. Is the show called, if I remember correctly, Go On?
Not Go On. Going to Aditya.
They're talking about Matthew Perry, the Chandler Matthew Perry.
Yeah, there's no other Matthew Perry, I guess.
Okay.
There's Platypus Perry, but that does not fit here.
Okay. Yeah, not the general. Okay. So I didn't even know he had another show. The Whole Nine Yards.
Not the whole 9 yards. We'll go another round with a hint. Now, this particular show was created as a play in the 60s. Then a TV show was made out of it back then. Then, from time to time, this concept of the entire show was taken into consideration, where two divorced men were living together. The same theme was adapted by Matthew Perry and Thomas Lennon in 2015 for a remake of the same show. The show revolves around two divorced men who are living together. And we'll go another round. So, starting with Saurabh again.
Something witty. That's my answer. As if I don't know anything else.
Not something witty, giving you fun points. Going to Devarshi.
So can you please tell me when did it air?
2015 to 2018.
Okay. So is it The Odd Couple?
Brilliant answer. It is The Odd Couple. The Odd Couple brings another 5 points to Devarshi. With this, we come to an end to today's quiz, and we do not require tiebreaker. So I'll just calculate the scores once.
Was Odd Couple an old movie with Jack Lemmon on it?
Yeah. So it has been remade multiple times.
Okay.
So this would be the first match that Saurabh has played where we are not going into a tiebreaker. The scores at the end of the quiz stand with Anjana and Saurabh both at 25, Aditya with 50 points, and the winner for today's quiz is Devarshi with 75. So Aditya and Devarshi and Aditya both qualify into the semifinals. with this, we come to the end of we come to an end to today's second quarterfinal. We'll be meeting two of you in the semifinals in the upcoming week. On the front points, Apurv is still leading with 7 points, and today's highest was 5 for Saurabh.
हरामदे के कितने मिले?
हरामबे का मैंने दिया ना 2 पॉइंट.
2 मिले. अच्छा.
हरामबे को कुछ नहीं मिला भाई, बाकी सबको सब मिला.
हरामबे कुछ नहीं मिला. So first of all, I'll thank Saurabh and Anjana for taking out the time, and I congratulate Devarshi and Aditya for making it into these semifinals. We'll be meeting soon. For those who are watching, thank you so much. Those who are playing on the spectator group, thank you so much. We'll be meeting shortly. Bye-bye.